Hello, we are going to learn Python through these Python tutorials lectures, and it will be some complete course in Python to understand the Python programming, to understand the basic syntax of it, and you will be able to program yourself whenever you complete the course. So let us start by considering what is Python. Python is a high-level computer language, and it has become world's most popular language nowadays. You can do many things in Python, including some basic sciences, engineering, data sciences, data management, apart from machine learning, deep learning, networking, etc. Nowadays, Python has become one of the finest languages due to its interpreter-based functionality, and you can apply this programming language in almost everywhere of present days. So let us start Python tutorials. Now let us find how to install Python. There are several operating systems including Windows, Linux, Mac OS. We shall consider here Windows and Linux systems. First of all, I shall show you how to install Python in Windows machine. Though I am working in Linux machine, I shall just show you the process. You can do it yourself. First, open any browser. In my case, I am opening the Firefox and search Python. It will bring you to the python.org website, and you just click it, go to the download, and you can find your software from here, or you can just Python source code from here also. You can just install and just download this to your computer and just unzip it, and you can install it in Windows. In Linux, you can install it from Synaptic Package Manager. Here you just open your Synaptic Package Manager, give the password, and it will open. Here you can search for Python. Nowadays the Python 3 version is available, and from where you can find the Python source code. Here you have to just install it, just make it Python 3, and you can see the Python distribution here. There are several packages of Python. You have to install the Python 3 packages only. It by default in Linux systems, the Python comes pre-installed, and you have to just update it. So here I have installed the Python. You can use the command prompt base or the terminal to install it. You have to type sudo apt install Python 3 and just give your password here, and it is showing that all recent versions of Python are installed here. So we can go to work with Python. And for the basic tutorial, I shall use the IPython. That is a very good Python environment, and you can see the color coded commands from the terminal. So I just call IPython 3, and it comes giving you the version of the IPython 3. Just let me do some arrangement for you. just increase the fonts, the color, and the text is custom font, and I am increasing it to suppose 15, that will, or 16, that will be for your easy visibility. And you can see the Python version here. Now Python is a interpreter based language, and you don't need to compile it. You just have to write the codes and it will compile itself on the runtime. So first of all, if we want to print something, there is a very common command, that is print. The command is printing in Python. So if I want to print something in Python, then you have to just give the command print, and inside the parenthesis you have to write anything. Okay, so this is the print command or the output command in Python. Just I am giving it to IPython print. You can see the color has been changed, and print, I am giving it 1. So it is giving 1 as its print. If I give here some strings like hello world, it will print hello world. So in this way you can print anything, that may be number, that may be some string, by using the print command. So this is very easy and very
Apart
efficient.
from the print command, you can directly type the strings with inverted commas, that may be single or double inverted commas. Apart from the print command, you can just type the strings in single or double inverted commas, that will print the same. Suppose I want to print the hello world by typing inside the double quote, that is hello world, and so this is the hello world. If you give the single quote here, then you can get the same result. These are the single line strings. You can type anything. Suppose I am typing my name. This is the single line strings. You can type multiple line string here. For that you have to use 3 inverted commas at the beginning, at the end. So if I type this like this, hello world, and give enter, you can see here this type of things is coming in the Python console, and that is, it is wanting more inputs. So I am writing, I want to learn Python, and you have to complete the command. So if you input this, then you can see that here the hello world, and this is the new line command, and here new line is not arising. You have to just enter the new line here. So I am again typing hello world and giving the new line command. Now I want to learn Python, and completing the command here. Here you can see that the same line is occurring. If I want to print several lines, then we have to use print command, and then just do it hello world, and I want new line in the print portion, so I want to learn Python and just give enter. Here you can see the hello world is coming in one line and I want to learn Python in the second line. There are several formattings in Python. I shall come to those in the matter of time, in the number of classes. So this is the print process and entering some strings in Python. In Python, there are several modules developed nowadays. We can call those modules by importing those and do our works at the easiest way. Now I shall show you how to import some module. So our next section is importing modules in Python. So how to import? For importing, you have to give the command import module, and if you provide this import module command, you can get the module imported in your Python. So first of all, just clear this with the command clear, and it clears all the things from your eyesight, but the line number is kept intact. Now suppose I want to import the module NumPy. That means numerical Python. I shall come to NumPy in details in course of time, but for the time being I am importing the NumPy module here. So just here write import NumPy and you can get imported NumPy. You can check what are in the NumPy directory. So you just give dir and NumPy. Just here these things are inside the NumPy module. You can use these in your programming to easily calculate numerical calculations in Python. So this is the way of importing some NumPy module, and if I want to quit the IPython, then you have to write quit and then parenthesis. This quits the IPython. Here I am again importing or opening the IPython, and it is opening. Now check what the imported module can do. Here we just want to assign something. Suppose cos 30. You can get the error. Here the name error, the cos is not defined. That is, Python cannot understand what cos is. But here you can see that in the Python module there is a cos function. You can call cos by importing the NumPy or the required module. So I am importing here again NumPy, and you have to provide numpy.cos. If you give only cos 30, it will give the error, same error. But if you give numpy.cos 30, suppose it is giving some value, that is numpy.cos, the cos function, it identifies as cos function and it provides its value. If you don't want to type NumPy several times, then you can use some abbreviate or some summarized name of NumPy. By this way, you just type import NumPy as NP. That is, in this case, the NumPy will be imported in Python, but its abbreviation will be NP. Now import that. Before that, quit it once and recall. Import numpy as NP. Now you should not write the cos as numpy cos, but np.cos, suppose 30. You can get the same result. Here the module is nomenclatured as NP. This is the beauty of Python, where you can do anything. Now we have seen how to output something in Python. Now we shall see how to input something in Python. For that, you have to input in Python. For that, you have to use the command input, and here you have to give something to understand. Let's check input. I don't give anything, so it waits for input. You can see that here no line number is showing. Now I am inputting 2, suppose, and the output for line number 4 is 2. If we want to know the type of that input, then we have to provide the type. For that, we have to assign it to some variables. Suppose I am inputting x is equal to input and giving it 2. So if we type here x and input and 2. Now I want to see what type of x is. You can see that x is a string. Here the number I have put is a real number 2, but Python converts it to string. So the input actually by default it takes the input as strings. Now we can change this. Suppose I have x is equal to input. I am giving some argument here. Suppose input x is equal to, and let's check this. Here x is equal to input, and I am giving the argument input x is equal to. It will print the input x so that you can understand what you are inputting, and x is equal to suppose 2, and here you can see 2, and type of x is string. Now if we want to convert it to some numbers, that is real numbers, then we can just give here eval command within the parenthesis. So if we type here x is equal to eval and then input and then input x is equal to, I am giving a space so that you can see a space. You can give space here also. Now x is equal to 2 and x is equal to, you can see that here x2 is double quoted, but here x2 is not double quoted. Now I want to see the type of x, then you can just type type of x. So here you can see int, that is in this case it is giving integer. If I input 2, then its type integer. If I give some fraction, what will happen? I am giving input eval this and 2.5 suppose. So I want to see what is x, 2.5, and type of x. You can see here it is float. So the eval command here actually converts the numbers to its desired value. If you want to input some input the complex number, here we just 2 plus 3j. Here I is replaced by j in case of Python, and x is equal to 2 plus 3j, and see the type of x, this is the complex type. So in this way you can see, you can input the numbers. I am just clearing the screen. So this is the beauty of the command eval. It evaluates the number as it is. It may be string. Suppose I am inputting x is equal to input x is equal to, suppose I give hello and x is equal to hello and type x, it is string. You can input numbers, strings, etc. by the command input, but before that I recommend you to use the eval command so that you can get the proper inputting in case of your Python programming.